Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that like button for your boy. Before we start the video, please hit that like button because it helps me get into the algorithm. We about to get to the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and hit that post notification bell so you can get notified when I drop another banger. Let's get to it, man. Let's get it.
10 of the best WWE finishers.
Shout out to WrestleMania.
Out of nowhere. Edge spears Jeff Hardy midair, WrestleMania 17. Now, anytime TLC 2 is mentioned, this moment is played because of how incredible it really is.
I remember this.
TLC at SummerSlam raised the bar for ladder matches and tag team wrestling, but the second, it was bigger, more chaotic, and better. Many tout WrestleMania 17 as the best WrestleMania ever, and TLC 2 is a big reason for that. There are plenty of crazy stunts and memorable moments from this match, and the beauty of this bout is its simplicity. Today's ladder matches have even crazier moments, but they can feel contrived and overly complex, making the move and the match feel extremely rehearsed. Now, this entire match flows perfectly. Now, sure, there are a few clunky moments here and there, but they're minor and never harm the overall quality. The setup for the spear was perfect. The end result was even better, and you can't get a better highlight reel that tells you what TLC is all about and what to expect from the iconic match that made everyone into a household name. What's crazy about this move is that Edge almost even spiked his own head into the mat, almost knocking himself out. Number 2, Shawn Michaels hits.
I ain't gonna lie, this kind of off topic, but when I was younger, I always wanted to be like Jeff Hardy because he was like such a risk taker. And like he was like a daredevil, like he was willing to do anything, like jump off of anything. Like I always felt like I wanted to be like Jeff Hardy because he was a risk taker and he was down for whatever when it comes to jumping off and stuff. Like he was just a maniac, man. Like Jeff Hardy, one of them ones. I'm not gonna lie.
Sweet Chin Music on Shelton Benjamin midair, May 2nd, 2005. Now, it's been nearly 20 years since this match happened, and it's still talked about in modern wrestling. While the incredible springboard into a super kick is a reason that this was an incredible match between two talented performers, that finish was just the cherry on top of a perfect Sunday. Shelton Benjamin was on fire during this time, from his breakout performance in the Money in the Bank ladder match to his consistent string of quality matches. It's a shame that he never went beyond the mid-card scene. Now, granted, Benjamin never had main event mic skills, but fans clearly enjoyed his athletic ability. Now, this moment is the best of either man's career because Michaels and Benjamin have had plenty of highlights on their resumes, but Shelton Benjamin vs Shawn Michaels remains one of the best matches to ever happen on Raw, and it's clear that this finisher out of nowhere solidified that. Number 3, Shawn Michaels gives his tag team partner, the Sweet Chin Music, at Survivor Series 2009. Before this match started, most assumed that the triple threat match would follow the standard WWE formula. That being, Shawn Michaels and Triple H would work together in the beginning, then there would be a moment of dissension and the two would end up fighting one another. However, we were completely wrong, as just within their first few seconds, Shawn Michaels flipped that formula on its head by hitting Triple H with Sweet Chin Music.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
genuinely a shocking moment because there wasn't any teasing or dissension during the build-up, and these guys were still heavily into their DX act. It made the match less predictable and created a fun narrative that made it more entertaining. There was never a moment where anyone believed that John Cena was dropping the belt here, but it was smart to twist
Well, who else got... Look where I paused it at. He getting kicked right in the face as I'm pausing it. But who else got in trouble when they was kids for doing this? I remember I used to get in trouble in school. I used to get in trouble by my parents. Like, they did not like that shit, bro. It used to be hilarious. But let's continue. Yo, this Sweet Chin Music is crazy. I paused it on the right time, so it don't even look like he kicking him. Do it. You've been lied to your whole life. He never kicked nobody. That Sweet Chin Music is fake.
expectations and create some doubt that maybe John Cena could lose. Number 4, Shooting Star Press into an RKO, Raw July 12, 2010. Now, Randy Orton has a book of legendary counters into the RKO, but giving Evan Bourne the RKO from a Shooting Star Press has got to be in the top 3. Incredibly, these two didn't practice this beforehand. Now, you would think this would look clunky, but the move was hit flawlessly. This moment is one of the reasons why the RKO is such a fantastic finisher, as it came out of nowhere and created an unforgettable moment like this. Number 5, Sami Zayn hits Kevin Owens with a Helluva Kick, Extreme Rules 2016. And we've seen Sami Zayn hit the Helluva Kick a million times now, but the surprise kick he gave Kevin Owens at the start of this Fatal 4-Way bout was great. This was when these two had their epic WWE rivalry that ended in one of the best B-level pay-per-view matches of all time. It wasn't surprising that Sami went after the former Universal Champion first, but the quickness of the move was a blink and you'll miss it moment. The overall match was excellent, but it would be hard for this to be a bad match, since Sami, Cesaro, and Owens are fantastic workers. Number 6. Stomp into an RKO, Seth Rollins vs Randy Orton, WrestleMania 31. And another highlight reel moment for Seth Rollins and Randy Orton. Their huge moment was being the first man to successfully cash in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania in a triple threat match, but before that legendary cash-in, Rollins fought his former Authority brother. It was a solid match made better by the finish. The way Rollins launched into the air before coming down into an RKO was astonishing.
Iconic,
this could actually edge the shooting star press into an RKO just because Rollins got some huge hype before taking Orton's signature move. Easily one of the better moments of WrestleMania 31. Number 7. Kalisto hits Jey Uso with the Salida del Sol off the top of the ladder onto a ladder bridge at TLC 2015. Now, plenty of teams have tried, but no other tag teams have been able to recapture the magic that the Dudleys, Edge and Christian, and the Hardys had in their TLC trilogy. The New Day, the Lucha Dragons, and the Usos came extremely close in their triple threat ladder match at Tables, Ladders, and Chairs in 2015. However, the one spot that everyone was talking about was the insane Salida del Sol that Kalisto uses on Jey through a ladder bridge. The Lucha Dragons were an underrated tag team, and every time they got to showcase their talent as a tag team, they absolutely shined. It's a shame nothing bigger came out of this memorable moment for Kalisto and Sin Cara, but the addition of the duo helped create an exciting dynamic between the Usos and the New Day. Number 8. Sheamus hits a bro kick on Matt Riddle mid-air at WrestleMania 37. And Matt Riddle will always be a missed opportunity in WWE, and to be fair, that's his fault. The former United States champion was on the cusp of the main event due to his charisma and strong performances in matches like the one against Sheamus at WrestleMania 37. Now, the match is too short to be considered a classic, but the awe-inspiring moment of seeing...
Oh yeah, I always wanted to ask this. Why did Matt Riddle always wrestle barefooted? Like, he didn't never had no shoes on, no socks on, or nothing. Like, he was just bare feet. Why did he used to wrestle like that? That's probably why they ain't never make him one of the top guys in the company. They're like, man, you gotta put some shoes on in order. It's like, nah, man. But I always wonder why he always wrestled like that.
Hitting the bro kick mid-air keeps this match in the minds of fans. The timing and athleticism needed to be pulled off here had to be absolutely perfect. Yet Sheamus flawlessly connected with his finisher like he'd done it a million times before. A beautiful ending to a really good match. Number 9. Jeff Hardy hits a Twist of Fate mid-air to Edge at Extreme Rules 2009. This match was a full circle moment for both Edge and Jeff Hardy. Most of these men made themselves famous because of their classic TLC matches, and now these two are fighting for the prestigious World Heavyweight Championship. One of the most famous moments was Edge spearing Jeff Hardy mid-air. Their callbacks to their TLC classic saw Jeff catch the spear and turn it into a Twist of Fate. The setup was a bit contrived and obvious, but the execution, however, was still great. Edge and Jeff Hardy have had such a rich history with one another that it was cool to see some of the story around this match revolve around their history in ladder matches. The match was really good, but it was overshadowed by better matches they've had in their careers. Nevertheless, the mid-air Twist of Fate was more than just a spot. It represented the evolution of both Edge and Jeff Hardy throughout their careers and marked an exciting new chapter in the world title picture. And number 10, Mustafa Ali's 450 into a Styles Clash, Raw August 3rd, 2022. Now, it's a damn shame that Mustafa Ali didn't work out in WWE. The guy is insanely talented, and to pull off such an incredible spot requires athleticism from both men.
Oh my.
AJ Styles versus The Miz versus Ali was a great match. Everyone complimented each other well, but then again, it's hard to have a terrible match with AJ Styles involved. The climax in the match was brilliant and inventive. Just as Ali was on the cusp of advancing into the finals, he was caught slipping through no fault of his own. The transition from the 450 into a Styles Clash was an incredibly fluid spot that never felt out of sync for 1 second. The match as a whole isn't particularly a classic, but the finish stands out as one of the best of the modern era. But there you have it, folks. 10 WWE finishes that came out.
You want to know what make everything they do so impressive? I don't think they rehearse none of this stuff. Like, they don't practice the moves on each other before the show or nothing. Like, everything they just is on a script, and they read the script. And they just got to execute in the ring, like on live TV. Like, no rehearsal with the guy that you doing a move on or nothing. It's just straight raw. Like, you just got to do it. That's impressive, I'm not going to lie. But anyway, we out of here, man. If you enjoyed that reaction video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell so you can get notified when I drop another banger. Make sure y'all smash that like button for me because it helps me get into the algorithm. And I'm out of here, man.